What's up, chat? Earlier this year, I treated myself to a gift. The PlayStation logo light. It's official, it lights up, it's wall mounted, it has a little stand, but I absolutely hate this thing. Some very good reasons. The build quality is just a bit poor, if you ask me. So we get out of the box, and this is how I received it. I looked at this and I thought, what the hell? There's a nice scratch on the front there, and there's bits of sprue and plastic just, well, it's still peeling now. Just on the edges. It's poor. Absolutely poor. The batteries have a screw cover, which on the first unscrew, it just melted immediately upon undoing it the first time. So I've left it very loose, so I don't have to fight with it. I say I don't have to fight with it. The instructions it came with were literally just rammed in the box, ripped, torn. Maybe someone returned and I was the unlucky person who received it after that, I don't know. But it comes with a nice stand as well. I did initiate a return on this, but I just didn't bother sending it back, and then I had an idea. This is the Sony PS1. I've had this for a while. This isn't my one from childhood. I grew up with the Nintendo 64, actually. But the PS2 is one of my favourite consoles and probably most played consoles. And I played a lot of PS1 games on the PS2 because of backwards compatibility. I actually bought this many years ago when Cash Generator was still in this country. I don't know if they're still around, but they left my town maybe 8 years ago. Just for something in my collection. It's a bit dirty. Like it was cheap. It was like £20. There are a few problems with this. One, the eject button kinda sticks. What game we got? The Italian Job. What a game. Brilliant game. Love that game. The power button now works fine, but when I was testing it, it was sticking. Maybe I loosened it in testing, who knows. So, the idea in a nutshell is to put this in this. I think I've looked at an iFixit teardown of this, and the internals are very compact. 2 warranty void stickers, which I will be breezing through. Ooh, that's tight. That's very tight. And despite how tight these screws are, they're not melting like that one. 1 screw. 2 screws. They're very long screws, aren't they? 3 screws. 4 screws. Well, Cash Gen, after all these years, I doubt I'll be taking you back now. Guarantee void. Sony, no, please don't void my guarantee. And like I said, this was behaving very dodgily, if that's the right word, if that word even exists. Eject button was sticking, power button was sticking, it's a bit dirty. I have another PlayStation 1 and several PS2s. I don't have another PS1. I think I would rather reuse this than have a barely working this. Probably should take the disc out. Put that somewhere safe. Do you lift off? You do. Put that to one side. Let's see what we're working with. Do you just lift out? Because that would be... Oh, not you. I didn't want to lift you out. That's a tough pull. There we go. I have some Cash Gen stickers stuck to my finger. The heatsink. We're getting closer. There we go. And another heatsink. And there we have how to make a PlayStation ashtray. For anyone who smokes. I don't smoke. Pop that to one side. So now we know what we're working with. It's nice to see the... And I mean, it's literally nice to see the literal inattentive to care with the edges. Just snap it off the PCB, chuck it in, it works. I like that. I actually do like that. Now is the measuring process. We could have it there, because that makes more sense with the edge. We could have it there. How about there? No. I mean, there's no reason I couldn't extend these, but I'd be worried about damaging it. I believe that's within my capabilities, though. That's the PlayStation taken apart. Let's take apart PlayStation. Spudger. Let's go in to where it's damaged, and then we won't have to damage it any further, I guess. There are no screws, right? I'm just double checking. There are no screws. I don't see any screws. Just scratches all over this thing. So this is going to be more difficult than I imagined. I thought it would just snap off. May have to drill a hole. Well, that's proved an issue to get into, so let's bust up one of the reasons I also want to make this video and experience, etc. The Dremel. A new toy in my arsenal. So hopefully I'll be able to get more experience using this. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah, it is straightforward, I suppose. I have always wanted a Dremel, and I am thankful I finally have one. Keep these parts safe so you don't damage them. We are online. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Unlock, push on, rotate, pull up, and then you have a Dremel. Just deciding the best way to get into here. I think if I just cut a piece out here, I should be able to pop the front off. I think. Up you come. There we go, that's that removed. And my hope is I can just push that off this. I hope. I don't know if that's going to happen. I got an idea. And let's bust out the hammer. Come on. Does not want to move. In that case, let's Dremel more. Please evacuate the system. Should be able to come from the other side now. It just won't budge. Look how much give I'm giving it. Let's get the snips out then. Right, I've turned it into one little tiny bit now to see how it's attached. And even this tiny bit will not leave the logo. Let's have a look. Let's analyze. Yes, it looks like it. That's why I'm having trouble removing it. It's like kind of melted on, I guess. Bust out the rusty bad boys. How strange to just not remove. I mean, even there, it's leaving black trim around the edge. It's just not coming off. The back would rather snap than detach from the front. Man, this thing gets worse. And look, it's right there. Just come off it. This has proven to be a bigger job than I first imagined. I thought this would just come off with effort, but still, didn't expect this much effort. Hi. And there we go, the PlayStation logo. A bit worse for wear, but still official. If this project is successful, I'll be having an official PlayStation 1, right? Tidy this mess up first, otherwise it's going to annoy me. That's trash. All of that is garbage. Right, let's bring our friends back over. Now this has been tidied up. So there's our three components. This goes in this, that goes on top. My main problem is positioning this. Where's that top spread? I could easily put some bolts in these holes to keep them secure to that. What bolts do I have? Yes! Yes! Trying not to touch the lens to make it dirty, yes. Yes. Here's a question, how would you solve this problem? You have a hole there, and a hole there, and you have to attach that through there to there. And don't say bolt. I don't buy zip ties, I'm quite hateful of them. I'm adverse to using them, so any zip ties I have are part of things I've bought in the past. So these are from my 3D printer. Plenty of holes on the heatsink to attach a zip tie to, such as this one here. It jumped. The camera has somehow moved. Right, that's going to be fun for editing. And this can go on there. Nice. Nice. And that's not going anywhere. And this heatsink on the bottom. I have checked to make sure this heatsink is supposed to attach fully to this, because these are grounded pads. They're not attached to anything. And these are like little springs which press firmly against it. Now all we need to do is attach these together. And I think these M3s I have should fit perfect. You on there, please? Do these have enough length to get through the controller port area? That's a good question. It's going to be tight. Yes, though. Yes, they do. And there we have a PlayStation 1, fully assembled. I think that's the best position for it, because then you have the controller 1 on here, controller 2 there. Easy access to the power and the AV, or the power and the AV rather. And the CD area looks nice like that. Dremel in this shape out is going to be a little tricky for me. Get out the calipers and take a look at where we are here. These are non-permanent pens, which I use for inking things. Now we'll make some measurements and start cutting, I guess. I need to get this shape onto there. Where's that paper? There it is. And don't forget, it has to be flipped that way. Because I've made that mistake before, not recognizing the flip. There we go, that's the shape we need and the size, roughly. It's just going to be easier for me to go in through the top. The only reason I didn't want to go through the top is because of the scraggly bit it's going to make. But I am going to be sanding it all down anyway, so that doesn't matter too much. I think it will just be easier for me to go in through the top. Just having fun learning the Dremel. You know, if it goes tits up, it goes tits up, but it's showing promise at the moment. And that's what I was afraid of, this. But we're going to be filing it down anyway. Just like that. How close is that to my original shape? That's not bad. I'm going to need to get the sander out and get in there though. Ah, there we go. You see the idea? So we're very close now. Very, very close. It's just this bit here. I didn't cut enough off of that cut, so I'm going to have to cut a little bit more. Ow! Dude, get off my elbow. There we go. Here's a fun problem to solve. Now that that's in place and looking rather dandy, if I do say so myself, we need to solve the problem of how it's going to stay dandy. These bits of plastic getting on your elbows are really annoying. Checking the level to make sure the disc isn't going to hit this when spinning. No, look at that! That's cute, isn't it? Right, dandiness, dandiness. We need to maintain dandiness. Let's see what we can do. I do have these, which are my first option, L brackets. Let's see if my first option is an adequate option. That goes on there. I think that goes on there anyway. Yep, that goes through there. That goes through there. That goes on there. I suppose I could use the Dremel for this, but my hand immediately went for the drill. Slow and steady. Nice. How do we secure the top is a good question. I could use another bracket, wherever I put it, to have it pushed down. Well, that one went in easier than the last one. And check the disc. Oh, oh. Well, that's cute, isn't it? Look at that. Look at that. Now, when you've seen it like this, you don't realise how close the controller ports were always to the disc. Now, the questions I have in my mind are, do I want to cover this up, or do I want to leave it as is? The perfectionist in me is not liking the zip tie position, as it can be visible from the outside and looks... well, I don't like it. That's that problem solved. Turn, slot, then down, bolt, up, over, push, snap, 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 snap. Over here, this. There, push down again. Bolt through the hole, lose the bolt. Somehow, again, I have no idea where it could be though. I literally just took it off. I literally... Ah! Hiding from me! Playing a game of prop hunt. It's very funny to me. Very funny. Turn two broken things into one working thing. Well, I don't even know if it works yet. Just fill in this minor blight here with a bit of sharpening. You never notice from a distance. There you go, mistake covered up. Just giving it a little polish with WD-40, make it nice, shiny. Double check, triple check, quadruple check. It spins pure. And the question is it going to work? What do you reckon? Place your bets now.
Place your bets now! Come on, quick, bet! Betting in!
I think it's going to work. Well, let's go test. Let's take a look at what we got. There she is. My first task is to wire in and see if it works. I need to get this in there. Excuse me for 1 second. So there we are. Nice, right? Let's hope I've made enough clearance on this side now for the AV. I believe I have though. It's a bit tight because it's a third-party one. Nice, and then the power. Yeah, scratch. That's the one that came with it. Power switch is here. Oh, it still works. Get a memory card. This snazzy red one should match the pink PS2 controller I'm using. This is what I was worried about. Cardboard, I suppose. This is taking me back to the cassette days with the write protection. Yeah, there we go, just blocked off. Nice and simple. Right, let's reassemble. Put the disc on and make sure it spins first. No friction noises, spinning freely. Nice. Shouldn't have made the sin of closing it up. Let's take her apart and see what's going on. It's spinning. That's fine. If donuts exist, why don't dough boats? This is a self-preservation society. Oh, nice little beat there. I've only been out of jail 5 minutes, already in a hot car. Love this game. Love this game. Love the PS1 load times.
The ambassador's car.
It's Michael
Hello,
Caine.
Charlie. Like the motor?
This car belongs to the Pakistani ambassador. Typical, innit? I've been out of jail 5 minutes and I'm in a hot car.
I just wanted you to come out in style, baby. Oh, Charlie, it's the police.
It's the Rosas! I'm driving on the wrong side of the road. Too much GTA. Put your foot down. That's what I've been trying to do. I knew I had to leave it off. Come on! You are taking the mickey. Of course.
Hello, Charlie. Like the motor?
Lovely! Looks like the Pakistani ambassador's car! Get off the road! This is a self-preservation society. What's that guy running to? You're my friend? You're my friend now? Marvin's Motors!
Let's just get the hell out of here, shall we?
Rule Britannia! Let's go free ride. If you're looking for a 3D Grand Theft Auto London for the PlayStation 1, I mean, you can't do much wrong with this. And speaking of Grand Theft Auto, let's put in the OG.
Unity. Unity.
Yeah, bounce!
You gotta make a mark and move where you want to. That determination to steal what you can and run from the nation. Hey, hey, what do you say? We automate the secret to speed from a getaway. Take it to the edge, there's nowhere to hide. And call up the boy, let's go for a joyride.
Oops! 4 stars! Well, 4 carpets, right?
There's a hit alone that's shown to blow its own throne. It's rock body till it's gone. Smoking with a 40, lounging with shorty on the throne. Made like Al Capone. Scored a bag of sense and stack it in the bones well known. It's blow brother silly stone. Lifted and gifted, that's how I live. Shift mad bricks.
Surprise!
Bella to the floor, nothing else to do, like was home and doctor. Earn myself $1. Try to sell some trips to make this little wonder.
I wouldn't touch that shit.
I don't have much in this life. It's the sales that keeps me from losing my head out in this world which we live in strife. You got to give me one more chance just to settle my stress. Don't have much in this life. It's the sales that keeps me from losing my head out in this world which we live in strife. You got to give me one more chance just to settle my stress.
So yes, the PlayStation 1. It's not bad, is it? It works. That's the main thing. I do like this, but I think I can make it better. I would like to make it wall mounted. So them 2 holes there, I'm going to make a wall mount, 3D printed. But also, I have these tech stickers. So these little blemishes I may be able to cover up with some official PlayStation stickers. Polish her up. And yeah, let's do that. Man, I have a lot of mess to clean up. But here is the PlayStation. I got a bit fancy with the stickers. Nice one on the bottom there, little blue one on the top, some on the back. But wait, there's more. I also 3D printed this. Little block, I slot in there. Little slot on the back, worked hard on that slot. And hole, nice. And that's the story of how I built a PlayStation. I can scuba dive.